start this recording. All right, so we got another episode of the, I'm going to say the Reflection / Talk Dirty to Me, because it's the name of my podcast.
Right.
And I also I use both of them, so we'll see what it is. And today I have the president, is that correct?
President.
Of Relentless Muscle, Mr. Dusty in the house.
Hello.
How you doing? And you have a big show coming up. It's the reason why he's here. He's not just here to show off his beautiful orange new vehicle, or new wrap, I should say. There was a nightmare to unwrap it.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
All right.
That was not fun.
Yeah. And shout out to our buddy over at Liquid Death, JC, sponsored, quote unquote.
Yeah, unofficially.
Officially sponsored by Liquid Death. But yeah, welcome. Thank you for coming over, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I
Anytime.
definitely appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. So the reason why we have you here today is we're chatting up about a special event you guys have coming up October 1st.
Yeah, absolutely. So our club is actually hosting a car show / bike, truck. Bring what you got, I joke.
I love it.
If it's a bicycle, by all means, bring it out and support the cause. Show to raise funds for a charitable cause. So the club itself is a nonprofit organization, and we focus our efforts in the local community here in Las Vegas, where we can see some direct results, which is always fun.
Okay.
We're taking all the funds that we raise through our car show to buy meals for families during the holidays. So we want them to be able to enjoy that traditional family experience without, having to worry about the money side of buying what is usually a very expensive meal.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. And we are happy to be part of this. So we were one of the first ones
Absolutely.
to say we're in.
Yeah, you were the first official sponsor. Actually.
Okay,
We
so there you go.
are forever grateful for that.
No, dude, of course, man. Like I said, it's when you told me what it was, I was like, dude, we're in. Like, whatever, we're in. Even before you were like, oh, it's gonna be this, I was like, whatever. It's going for a good cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, the event. Let me pull up the flyer real quick. I'm actually gonna pull up your guys' Instagram right here. It is, as you guys can see, it is the Relentless Car Show, 8420 Desert Inn Road, right? 1 to 6. Am I right? What am I missing?
We are right across from Desert Breeze Park at Desert Inn and Durango.
Mm-hmm.
Hosted by pretty awesome business called Premier Fire and Barbecue.
Okay.
John, the owner, is a car guy himself, part of Flat 4, old school Subaru guy.
Nice.
So when I approached him about it, he was a personal friend.
Mm-hmm.
Told him the cause. He immediately said, "Yeah, let's use this giant parking lot that I have to raise some money."
Okay.
So we actually started planning this probably around this time last year, and it just didn't work out with the craziness of COVID and everything else going on. So we kept pushing it out, and probably around February, I just said, "All right, screw it. Let's pull the trigger and get this going and get it announced now before everybody else starts planning shows."
Yeah.
So that they know when we got ours going.
Dude, that's awesome.
So.
Yeah, because I know you for sure said something at the beginning of the year. So it's not like it was an overnight thing. Kind of like, I don't want to say any names, but kind of like I'll do it.
Not pointing any fingers.
I'm not pointing any fingers, but this guy right here. Well, we already set the date for our trunk or treat, and I have it on my calendar right here.
You're welcome for the help on that.
I know, appreciate it, thank you. Because I know I know October here in Vegas is going to be super crazy. There's Fuel Fest, there's a bunch of other things. You got your show the first weekend. Ours is going to be the second weekend.
Hellcat Racers Trunk or Treat. Shout out to Gary and those guys.
Oh, dude, Gary's an amazing dude, man. I've known him since he was big.
Yeah.
And he's not as big anymore.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he has. So shout out to Gary, man. And I'm going to see if I can bring him on one of these days, man. Cool dude. Don't have anything against him. He's an awesome guy, man.
Awesome
love for
event.
that guy.
If you've never been to that trunk or treat, it is
huge.
It is the trunk or treat.
Yeah. So that's the night that you don't want to set anything up because nobody's going to go to your event.
Exactly.
You're going to have 4 or 5 guys to go to your event.
Yep.
No, yeah. It's that one's what, the 15th?
15th. Yep.
It's a Wednesday.
Saturday.
Okay.
At the Silverton.
All right.
So it's going to be big this
Pull
year.
up.
I mean, last year we were in the tiny little parking lot behind the Harley Davidson dealership on the Strip, and just my club alone gave out 26,000 pieces of candy.
Jesus.
And that was giving, like, being stingy, like, you get one, you get
one,
you get one, like.
Dang.
And, yeah, 26,000 pieces of candy in one night. And all of it, I'm willing to bet 24,000 of it was in about 45-minute span.
Wow.
Because
there's that many kids were there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was awesome because it was all different kids from all over the city. I think this is the 15th year he's done it, so it's a huge thing. If you drive by right now, it's on the big billboard for the Silverton, the digital one. Okay. They've got a car inside the casino next to the mermaid tank, like a rat rod showing off with the flyers.
Oh, and I know he's got amazing cars.
Yep. His Bel Air.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I had
Beautiful.
One day I did a photo shoot with his car and a few of the models that I know, and we're like, "Where are we going?" They're like, "Oh, we're going out to Nelson." I was like, "They're gonna make it out there?" 3 of his him and two buddies of his showed up, and man, these cars were beautiful.
Yep, and
like,
he wrenches himself. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so
and everybody,
he's right there to fix it.
Yeah, everybody that was there that day was just like taking pictures. Like, it took us a little bit longer to do the photo shoot that we did because everybody wanted to get pictures with those cars.
Yep.
But back to it. So, yeah. So your event's October 1st. Ours is going to be October 8th. His is going to be the 16th, and then Fuel Fest on the 22nd, which I got big news for that. We were just asked to quote unquote sponsor a cruise.
Very cool.
Yeah. So us with Mikey Las Vegas Car Meet and Fuel Fest, and he's probably gonna hate me. I forgot the name of the app. Roadster is the name of the app. We're gonna host a meet here at the shop, and then everybody's gonna cruise down Vegas Boulevard to the Speedway on Saturday the 22nd. So that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. I want to be in the first part of that cruise. Yeah, I don't want to be at the end.
No, and so if I still don't have all the information on that one, but it's a private cruise, quote unquote. But I will give you all the details and everything. We're gonna have food here. We're gonna have everything taken care of, and then when we cruise down to the Strip or to the Speedway, we're gonna have our own entrance.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so we don't have to wait with everybody else.
Aha, peasants.
And then back to October 8th is our trunk or treat here at the shop. It's our second trunk or treat. Hopefully, last year's it was a huge success. Thank you guys for coming out. I know you guys brought out all the cars and a bunch of candy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it was our second. This is going to be our second annual trunk or treat. Let's hope for success. Now that we're going down the dates, let's go back to yours, man. October 1st at the Desert Inn and Durango parking lot.
Yep.
I know there's a Vaughn's there.
Yeah, there's a Vaughn's there. A big landmark for most people is Scenic Brewing or Madhouse Coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's occasionally some meets that are hosted there. So we're actually taking over the entire giant parking lot there, roping it all off so nobody can get in that's not part of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. We've got raffle prizes coming out, from all different kinds of vendors and all different donations. So there's like big screen TVs coming out, entire ceramic coatings for cars coming out, like all kinds of cool raffles. There'll be all kinds of vendors set up too. We're going to bring some lowriders out and have a hop off.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
I'm super excited. And I was very, very transparent with the guys I was talking to and told them, like, listen, this is something that's really cool and I enjoy it, but I have no idea how the hell to judge that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to let the crowd choose.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So good old-fashioned cheer off. Whoever gets the most crowd noise, we're going to give them a trophy. Then everybody else that's in the show, we've got another 40 trophies going out for various categories.
Okay.
We got the rough outline together last night, so there's some breakout categories. We've got a pretty large club coming out from California, so there'll be a Durango-specific category.
All right.
So shout out to West Coast Durangos for coming out for us.
I know you guys are excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's when I looked last night, there was like 15 Durangos specifically registered.
Oh, wow.
So they have a best of Durango specific, and then there's also a best of SUVs. We've got some outstanding vehicles, best paint, best interior, best use of vinyl.
Nice.
Got like a most extreme or outlandish award, hoping to get some cool like rat rods and stuff like that out.
Dude,
some,
that's awesome.
Unconventional things to look at. So bikes are welcome, trucks are welcome. We have an EV category.
All right.
I know I keep hearing everywhere that the EV guys get left out, so we made sure to include that.
I know. Don't bring that around the Volkswagen crew. I don't know if you ever heard about that at the Be My Secret event.
Okay.
They completely shut down Volkswagens, and they gave those awards to the EVs.
Oh damn!
Yeah, the guys were mad. But back to it, man. Sorry to interrupt, but back to it.
So we've got some breakout categories like that, but we also have outstanding vehicles. Because I didn't want to have to do, we have 5 Volkswagens show up and we give 2 awards out. That seems kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I could target the big groups and kind of help those guys out. Like the Durangos, they got Airbnbs for the weekend. They're traveling out from California. There's 15 of them, like right off of the top of our 200 car registration. Like, all right, cool. We can give you guys a trophy for that and give the rest of the field
something else,
some fair chances as well, and let them compete against each other.
No, definitely, man. Now I know I'll have to have Rich, right, from Euro Days.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we got to have him and his crew, because I know he's huge with the Euro community, and he should be able to share that and make sure that people are aware of the show. But like we were talking yesterday, what was it? When were we here? Monday? I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm here
whatever day you were here last, we were talking about it. But and it's crazy because I had the same conversation with Mike. He was like, you got this event and then this event and then this event and then this event. So people don't register for all of them at once. They register. Well, which one's first? Oh, okay, AutoFest first. I'm gonna register that.
Yep.
And then what's next? Oh, I'm gonna register for that. And then Heavy D's is gonna have a
Yep. Shout out to Michelle.
Yeah, they're having an event also, but
yeah, theirs is the Sunday before ours.
Correct. So. The 25th, if I'm not mistaken. Now, all the links and everything are on your guys' Instagram, correct?
Absolutely. Yep.
So if you guys want to register or anything, make sure you guys go to the Relentless Muscle Instagram. I'll put it in the comments, and I mean it's obviously here on screen, so you can see it. But if not, you are on Eventbrite.
Eventbrite, yep.
Let me see which one it is. So it says Fall Showdown LV.eventbrite.com.
Yep, and the plan is to make it an annual show too, so we'll keep running with it, as long as everybody likes to support the good cause.
Yeah, and I mean, guys, it's not that expensive. What is the cheapest? $30?
$30.
Okay, yeah, here we go. $30. So it's $30. I'm on the website here for you guys, so you don't have to do all the hard work. $30 vehicle registration, $150 for a booth. So that is not bad at all.
Yep.
I know I was at the last event you guys did at Minx. That one was pretty awesome.
It was a good time.
So it was a great turnout. And I hope this coming event is also a huge turnout for you guys. Because I know it's going for a great cause. And that's where I was going to head to. Is what made you guys... How is it that the whole nonprofit came out for you guys? Like, how did you guys pick one? Or how did that go about?
So... when we originally started the club up, we kind of sat down and had a roundtable discussion of what we wanted to do and what we wanted out of the club. And, obviously, first and foremost, we want to bring people of similar interests together, which in this world is cars. And, the very close second is supporting our own community and making sure that we are in a good light in our own community as well. So we kind of hit the ground running and started out with about 15 people and decided that we wanted to, give back directly into Las Vegas where we can see the results. With that, we know that registering the business as a nonprofit organization would make it much easier to get support throughout the community. So we went ahead and registered our club as a nonprofit. So legally, we are Relentless Muscle Car Club Incorporated.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Actually, it's funny because on your Instagram, I just saw it says that on the name.
Yep.
I see that.
That's our legal name.
Yeah. That's
the
awesome.
government name, and we have an EIN, the whole shebang, which is pretty cool. And that opens a lot of doors for opportunity. So, for example, like with this car show, it's helped us out in the aspect of we have little to no out-of-pocket costs, so all that money is going right to our cause.
That's awesome.
So we were able to, onboard awesome people like Reflections or like Gateway Classic Cars or like Quick Dry Las Vegas and get those donations in a way that is legal and legitimate to help out across the board. And with that, we don't want to only support one cause necessarily. So what we do as a club is every year we sit down and we choose another nonprofit organization to help support for that full year.
Okay.
So right now we are paired up with Boys Town, which is a national nonprofit with a office sector chapter. I don't know what to call it. They're here in Vegas too.
Yeah. We'll call them a chapter since that's what we call them in
chapter
in the car community. It'll be a chapter.
Yeah. So they have a local branch here, chapter, and what they do is they provide a social service to low-income families. They go out and they're on the pavement, giving counseling, giving food, school supplies, anything that they can do to help out. They do that in the community. So we paired up with them and we support them throughout the year. We supported them last year too, providing school supplies. We just popped up and donated 800 notebooks at their school supply drive.
Nice.
The Minx car show that you mentioned, we wrote them a check for every one of the entries, and we actually added extra money to it.
Nice.
Straight out of our club funds to help support them. And then this coming up car show, we actually are pairing up with them to get a list of families. And what we do is we get the full list of families with a head count, and we go out and we buy their full meal for Thanksgiving.
Oh wow!
So we get the turkey, the
so
pie,
they get everything,
all the fixings in between, and we like to deliver them to them in the good old COVID birthday party parade style, where we show up with 10, 15, 20, fun cars, and everybody, gets to take pictures and have fun and meet and greet.
Yeah. No, that's got to be a lot of fun.
So, yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah. You got to invite us to the next one.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we got a few loud cars.
Perfect, and one of the coolest things is this last year we did the same thing. We did it with no fundraising last year, so we did it all out of our own pockets. We were able to support about 12 families.
Oh, wow.
And, one of them was a very large family, a single mother of 19 total.
So the total,
20 people total.
Yeah, I was going to say, so a total of 20 people is just a single mom with 19 kids.
Yep.
And I'm sure they range from 19, 20.
The oldest was, I think, 23.
Yikes.
Was the oldest.
So from 23 and just like a domino all the way down.
And the real kicker was the whole family still lives together. So the older kids, obviously help the mom. They live in 2 weeklies next to each other. So that was an eye opener for myself and for the club, of the kind of work we're doing. And it was really interesting because meeting with her was the most difficult one out of all of our families. So last year we did some deliveries where we did the COVID style parade. And then for the folks that didn't work out for, they didn't want that kind of interaction, we set up at Desert Breeze Park and just set up all the cars, and we had coolers and just did like a pickup point where they could come and pick stuff up. Well, she wasn't home when we tried to do the delivery. She couldn't make it to the pickup.
Oh.
So I didn't realize the size of the family originally. And I had worked with the representative from Boys Town and went directly to the school where her kids went. And she just picked everything up from me at the school. And the principal came out of the school, and this was the Monday after we had delivered everybody else's meals.
Yeah.
The principal comes out of the school and, super excited to meet me. I was like, why is this lady, why is she so excited? Like, what's going on here? Apparently all the kids that we delivered to throughout that weekend came back into school, and they all went to the same school.
Oh, wow. They were all super excited.
And they were all super excited. So I just delivered by myself, not realizing. And she's like, "Oh, we thought you were gonna bring the Hot Wheels car because we have a car that's Hot Wheels themed."
Bro, you're telling me I'm getting chills. Like that's awesome, man. Like
it was a blast. It was one of the coolest and most fun things that I've done in the car community ever. And just to see these people, you know, it changes them. It changes. You know, you get the smile, you get genuine gratitude, which you don't see that much anymore.
You're right, man. No, and that's one thing that I try to do here. I mean, you see, I'm always reaching out and see what crazy ideas I can come up with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last month in August, you know, we did school supplies drive. We gave away a bunch of stuff for the same reason, and it's not that like at the end of the day, like this comes out of our pocket. Like, you know, all this stuff came out of our pocket, and we didn't like, we even threw a bunch of, like, I spent like $180 just on school supplies.
Oh yeah.
Now.
Oh yeah,
$180. Yeah, it's easy to run up on school supplies nowadays. I remember when I was going to school, like I would go to Walmart, or even high school, I would go to Walmart, or even when I was in college, I would go to Walmart, Target, whatever. I'd be like, oh man, 10 cents for a pack of like a notebook, or you know. Now I was like, man, what's going on? And I see it, and I was like, oh, for $4, throw it in there. Oh, 25 cents, throw it in there. Oh, 10 cents, throw it. Next thing I know, I'm like, the lady's like ringing everything up, and I'm like, all right, like 50. 60, 100, and I still have a lot left. Like, what is going? But I'm at the same time, I was like, you know what? Excuse me. I know it's gonna go for a good cause. It's not gonna bother me, and I know my friend Joe and Elisa did the same thing. So I'm like, I know it's not gonna bother us. It's somebody that needs something more than we do. And back to, you know, the things that you guys do is we try to be as much as we can involved with the community and the car community. Another reason why we do the trunk or treat, because that one event can bring a light to a child's hopes, or, you know, life, that it can be like, man, I remember we went to go out get candy, and the mom can be like, yeah, but I can't take you on the day of Halloween. We don't have money for a costume. We don't have money for this. We don't. So, and in December, I had to think about that one. In December, same thing. We collected a bunch of toys, and we got them, you know, we took them down to the KLUC, because I've seen what it's like to be a kid and not get a Christmas. So for those that celebrate it, I should say.
Absolutely.
So. And I know you guys do the same thing, right? Or
Yeah. So it's a blessing and a curse here in Vegas. How supportive our community is. And I say that because there's a lot of support and a lot of events that go on to support throughout the city, and I want to attend them all. And
Same
that's
here.
why it's a curse.
Yeah. Same here.
I joked that last year, just toy drives alone, I probably spent more money on other people's kids than I did on my own. Which I have zero complaints about that.
Correct.
And I absolutely have zero regret about that. It's just, you know, we were everywhere doing everything that we could. You know, one of the really cool events that doesn't get enough publicity in that too is Pioneer Saloon and Battleborn Toyota's pair up.
Really?
And they host a huge toy drive out there that's all day long. And part of it is a night cruise where they take the trails from up by Red Rock all the way over to Pioneer Saloon.
Oh, that's
all through
awesome.
the desert. So you just see like 300 trucks coming over the hill with all their lights and crazy whips and all this stuff going on. It's awesome. But that was a huge one that we did last year. And, you know, KLUC does amazing work in their toy drives and stuff like that. And it makes us, you know, want to support everything that we can. You know, I joked with the club, like, hey, we're only going to do 2 trunk or treats this year. Yeah. Just because, I mean, last year, like, we spent thousands of dollars on candy. Like,
I believe it.
And
simply with, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but with us, that day we went to Sam's Club and we bought like bags. And I was with Naomi, one of the owners here, and she was like, "How many bags do you think we should take?" I said, "I don't know." I'm like, "This is my first time I host one. You know, I've always gone to one, so I always just take 1 or 2 bags." But I'm like, now we're the host. So we bought...
You're expected to ball out.
Yeah, so I think we bought about 10 bags, and we were left, I think, with half a bag.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we went through a lot.
Yeah, and I joked, like, we're only going to support 2. Guess what? We're already signed up for 3, and we're not even in October yet.
I know. Yeah, so and then... what other one are you guys going to do? Because you guys are coming to ours?
Yep, so we're coming to yours. So we have our show
Uh-huh.
on the 1st.
Okay.
The following Saturday is your trunk or treat.
Mm-hmm.
The following Saturday
Is
after
Gary's.
yours is Gary's trunk or treat with the Hellcat Racers. Then the following Saturday is Fuel Fest. And then the following Saturday after that, one of our club sponsors, Gateway Classic Cars,
Mm-hmm.
is hosting a morning trunk or treat.
Okay.
So theirs is going to be like Cars and Coffee style, where it's like 9 to 2 or
Okay.
9 to noon.
And what day is that?
The 29th, I believe.
All right, let me put it on my
It's a
calendar.
Saturday.
Yeah. Because I know I'm going to forget it. So let me...
And one of the really cool
Let me
things
throw that on
about
here.
that spot that people are sleeping on is it's real hot here in Vegas.
Yep.
And they have, I don't know, I think their showroom's probably 40,000 square feet of air-conditioned space.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you can walk in and check out all kinds of cool cars and hang out in the air conditioning, or you can walk back outside and check out some cool cars and hang out in the heat.
What's the name of the location?
Gateway Classic Cars. And they're like a car consignment, so you can go in. If you see something you like, you can buy it, or you can sell your car there. But they're a huge supporter in the car community. They support our club like crazy. They feature car clubs. They do all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, I know you keep telling me that they host your guys' meeting, and I'm like, man, I gotta make it out there. I gotta make it out there.
Yeah,
One
twice a
thing leads
month.
to another. I keep on forgetting, but I'm really gonna try to make it on the 29th here out there with you guys, so that we can share a day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then
Mhm.
don't forget the following Saturday after that is the Taco
Oh, yeah.
Festival.
The Taco Fest, which I got to talk to Mikey
Every
with Las Vegas
weekend.
Car Meets about that one too. So
Every
Yeah.
weekend.
yeah. So for at least with us, when we did, give me a second, I'm getting a phone call here. When we did the KLUC one, so the only reason why I did it on that is because, I mean, I it was my first time to host one here at the shop, so I didn't know who was going to be able to, who we were able to help. And reason number two I went with them is because I have one of my good friends, Robert Malthouse, with Malthouse Motorworks. Every year for his birthday, that's all he asks for. So
That's awesome.
yeah, that's all he says is like, don't buy me anything, do not celebrate me, just whatever money you have planning on spending with me, just go buy some toys and let's go donate them. So we all get together on a Saturday or Sunday and take a drive out there, meet at the Walmart, and then go deliver all the toys for him. So that's one thing we do for his birthday, and it's one of the reasons why I picked the Chet Buchanan as a spot to go and drop off. So
And that
Now-
toy drive is a spectacle, man.
yeah.
That was something, that was a proud moment with our old club, is being a part of that toy drive and going out, and their big thing was donating bicycles and going out Black Friday to maximize the amount of bicycles we could get.
Nice.
Going out and buying 200 bicycles and
Nice.
donating 200 bicycles to that. It was cool.
Yeah, no, and that's one thing that he always does. He says he always wants to take a bike, a gift card, and a toy. Like
That's awesome.
he always takes all three for the same reason. So he's a good friend of mine, man. He's a good dude. So shout out to him. Now for Thanksgiving, this is the October 1st is for the Thanksgiving
Yep.
meals. All right.
Yep. Our goal for this is to raise more money than I can spend on families for Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
If we raise more money than we can spend and logistically work out food delivery for these families on Thanksgiving, we're doubling up and doing Christmas or whatever holiday they celebrate
Okay.
around then too.
Nice, man. Good to hear. And you got our support as well. So if you need help delivering food or whatever, we have the rides.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
We got the loud truck. So both trucks have train horns now.
well,
so.
there's a lot of stuff you don't think about, right? So say we do 100 families, where do we keep 100 turkeys?
Yep.
In the meantime, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't go buy them day of because they're all going to be sold out.
Mm-hmm.
So where
that's
do we
nuts.
store 100 turkeys at?
Yeah.
If anybody listening has reefer trucks,
There you go. So if anybody wants to, donate a truck or donate the time of a truck, not donate the truck, donate the time of the truck.
we just need it for about a week.
Yeah, give them a shout out, Relentless Muscle. So do you guys have an email or something that they can reach out to you guys, or what?
Relentless Muscle LV at Gmail.
Okay, relentlessmusclelv@gmail. Now, before I forget, if a family is out and about and they need help, can they reach out directly to you guys, or do they have to reach?
1,000%.
Okay.
Absolutely reach out to us. So actually last year when we did this on the smaller scale, I was looking. My whole club was looking for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
For direct families, like direct referrals. You know, if you know
Mm-hmm.
somebody that needs help, if you need help, please let us know. No bait. Like
There you go.
nobody was biting on it.
Oh wow.
So we went to Boys Town and just asked them like, hey, you know, not sure how privacy laws work, but would you guys be open to this? Would you be able to provide us families? And they said, yep, absolutely, let's do it. So,
Awesome.
So we lucked out in that, but absolutely.
Yeah. So there you go, guys.
If anybody needs anything,
Mm-hmm.
reach out. If you reach out to any of the club social media or the email,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get me directly, and we can keep it as, you know, discreet as possible if you want, or if you want the full blown, we're coming through with 30 cars and train horns, let's do it.
Yeah. Awesome. So there you guys have it. So it's at Relentless Muscle on Instagram. You guys have a Facebook too as well?
Yep.
At Relentless Muscle, I'm guessing.
Yep.
But you already know the email is relentlessmusclelv@gmail. And if you guys don't have social media, don't have anything, call the shop, 702-444-4185, and I will get you in contact with any member of Relentless Muscle. I'll get you in contact with Dusty here so that you can get taken care of. Again, our number is 702-444-4185. We'll get you covered. Like I said, even if you have no way to contact, you know, through social media, we got you guys. Like, it's a holiday. We want to make sure everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Enjoy the holiday with your family and not have to worry about the rest.
Oh, yeah. Now, one other question with that is, because I'm probably going to skip a month or so on that one, with Christmas. I know not everybody celebrates it, but the ones that do, are you guys still going to go with the boys club, or what is it called? The
Boys Town?
Boys Town. Is that who you guys going to stick with? Are you guys going to do, what are you guys going to do with that one?
So that's the plan. We obviously have some toy drives that we're going to support outside of our venture. It's looking like right now, like going over financials, because we reviewed everything on the show last night. If we sell out ticket wise, but if we keep going on the path that we're going, we're absolutely going to have leftover money.
Nice.
Just because logistically it's unless, like I said, somebody donates a semi-trailer that's refrigerated for us to borrow, we're not going to be able to use all the money on Thanksgiving. So we'll roll it over and we'll do the same thing.
Okay.
Obviously, if anybody wants to, you know, have our help, we would love to offer it. You know, no questions asked, no judgment, no, you know. And if we don't have, you know, enough families through that route, then we'll go to Boys Town and get them through Boys Town again.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for coming by.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it. And so as of now, how many people have registered for your show?
me. Right now we're at about 70 cars.
70 cars? All right. And then what's your cap?
Right now it's set at 250.
250? Guys, go register. It's $30 and it's going to a great location. I mean, how are you going to say no to a kid?
Yeah, exactly.
Simple as that. Go register. Link in bio. If not, at Relentless Muscle. Dusty, thank you very much for coming by. The president of Relentless Muscle. Need help? Relentless Muscle LV at Gmail. I don't know why I couldn't think about that. If you don't have an email, if you don't have social media, swing by the shop or give us a call, 702-444-4185. We will get you in contact with somebody from Relentless Muscle. All the links will be in the bio. Shout out to JC with Liquid Death. And, man, thank you for coming, man. I appreciate it, and thank you for spreading the word. And thank you for what you guys are doing, man. Thank you.
Thanks for the support, and thanks for having us.
No worries. Any last words that you want to say?
See everybody at the show.
There you go. Take care, guys. There you go. Take care. See you guys next time. Thank you for listening if you're listening, and thank you for watching if you're watching. Have a good rest of your day.
Sweet and easy.